Tap in, man. Today, I hope y'all having a good day. By all means, don't let nobody stop you. We got extinct LA gangs as of 2026 that has lost their territory are just not there no more. You know any gangs like that? Shout out my boy Wiggins, man. My boy Wiggs for the content. Y'all go tap in with Wiggs. And it's your boy, Blueski, Joe Blueski. Let's get right into this content. You already know. Let's get it.
Welcome and welcome back to S Wiggins TV. It's your host, none other than Worldwide Wiggins. And I'm back with some dope, crazy content.
Back with another one.
Y'all thought I would never do it, but today we gonna talk about extinct gangs. No longer. Well, really, it's actually cliques of gangs, you know what I'm saying? Such and such cribs. They don't bang that street no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do some others too, but this episode is gonna be super dope. Trust me, bro. And and don't let me forget, bro. We gonna definitely speak about these YouTubers, bro, that's out here implicating dudes on bodies and speaking and giving names and speaking on
Yes, sir.
on the internet.
Hey, look, check this out, man. Like, comment, subscribe. But check this out. We gonna definitely get into that at the end too, cause I got something to say too about these YouTubers. Huh? Tap in.
But we gonna definitely speak and call themselves Bloods. We gonna definitely speak, but we gonna say that to the end of the video. We got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna speak on it. I ain't holding no punches, bro. But let's get to this dope content first, bro. So here's clips of LA gangs that are now extinct. Did you know? As much as you got the Menlo neighborhood crib, you know, they used to be Menlo gangster crib, and they rolling 70s, you know what I'm saying, with the 6-7 neighborhood. But did you know the Menlos used to have a 103 Menlo?
What?
Yes, sir. Shouts out to my boy Baby Dog. Hit me up, Keyway. You already know. But
I never knew they had a 103 Menlo. You know what I'm saying? I know they used to have a Menlo Gangster Crips. You know what I'm saying? Get in the comments. Y'all let me know. But I didn't know they was over there. 103. You feel me? They right there too. I thought the Budlong was over that way. I could be wrong. Y'all get in the comments, let me know.
the rundown a long time ago on Forgotten Hoods, it was a young ninja named Chai Bud and this big bro, I think Casino. So they had a mama from UG, Underground Crib, and they moved over there with her. But they mama didn't want them, you know what I'm saying, pushing that 103 Menlo. I guess she wanted them to be from UG. The 103 Menlos was located on 103rd and LaSalle. That's one of the streets after Western. So anyway, eventually the UGs caught wind of it, and you know, the Undergrounds ain't really like it because they 103rd Street, you feel me? They kind of gave him an ultimatum like, hey, you got to change that, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So they end up changing the name to 187 Menlo. Now, why 187, I don't really remember, but you know what I'm saying? But another crazy fact is they was actually part of Rolling Hundreds. They was having football games with the UGs. You know, and I heard son, you know, even though they was always cool with neighborhood, that's the thing people fail to realize about Menlos. They always been cool with neighborhood, even when they was pushing MGC.
See? You feel me? We on that history, man.
And I heard they was even whacking, no disrespect to the Trays, but they was whacking the threes out, allegedly. But anyway, eventually the 103 Menlos ended up fading out, you know, and that was that. But yeah, anyway, super interesting, huh? If you didn't know, now you know. Moving along, you got the Backstreet Cribs out there in the West LA, West Adams area. Now, it's been
West LA
discrepancies because this is like
shout out my peoples in West LA, man. It's some real stuff down peoples in West LA. I never knew they had the back streets. You feel me? In West LA. But if you was from over there getting the comments, I had my boy from Backstreet. It'd be some Backstreets too, and like in the IE. I was locked up in San Bernardino County with my cat from Backstreet getting the comments. You know who you is, man. It's all love. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? They got this out there in San Bernardino County. They jail system. They got West Valley, Adelanto, and what's the other one? It started with H, but that's the one I was at, and that's where they be sending turned up cats. You know what I'm saying? B1, B2. If you know, you know. You feel me? And they, matter of fact, they had me that one time too. They got a Fed tank. They had me in the Fed tank before I. That's a story I'm gonna tell y'all about. But when I was on a run, I was on a run for about 2-3 years. About 3 years, man. And I had, you feel me? It's a long story. I'm gonna let y'all know, but I'm gonna tell y'all that story. But I got locked up. I was in San Bernardino County, and yeah, man, B1, B2. If you know, you know. Yeah, Fed tank. Yeah, I was in the Fed tank, and oh yeah, what's my boy from uh my boy from AG Compton TG. I was in there with Compton TG. You feel me? The Fair Tank. But shout out though to the Backstreets.
My third time talking about this on my channel, but they used to be. I don't know whether they started up some stuff or they came from Watts. I don't want to, miss misjudge nothing because it was two Backstreets. I heard it's another one in Schoolyard, and it's that used to be in
Mm-hmm.
Schoolyard, and it's one that tried. The one I'm referring to started up in the Gears area, the Gear Gang Crips area. They got into friction with
Oh,
the
okay.
Gear Gang Crips, and it kind of went left. That was just some cool little history. And while we in West LA, we got to talk about 111 neighborhood Crips that was over here in the West LA
Wanna lay 'em.
area. I think like near the Marvin area. Remember? And they was tight with the Rangers.
So the 111s in the West LA's too. Shout out my nigga YT Yellow Tape. If y'all know Yellow Tape from 111, you feel me? We would like solid
Was
people.
banging Sycamore Soldier with the Pico Raymond's over there. Uh-huh. And, and speaking of 111, I got to talk about the 111 legends, okay? The Legend Cribs, they used to be over here on 111th in Cross Crenshaw, Prairie over there. As you know, nowadays, it's, claimed by the Mad Ass Gangster Crib.
Badass gangsters.
But back in the days, the Legends used to be there, and even the Raymonds. And it actually used to be Osage Legends. You feel me? And some of their members got names like Osage
My
Boy.
boy getting it in.
And remember, there's no Osage on the non-deuce side.
Hey, shout out my boy from Legends, man. He got that one, that Ring the Alarm song. That shit be banging though. Oh
One of the
God.
members told me. So if you notice, it's no Osage over there. So the Osage comes from that area, like Prairie right there. You dig? Y'all gonna have to cash at me because y'all learning too much. I'm gonna have to
Y'all hear
charge
Wiggins?
y'all. You dig? But shout out to Legends and shout out to all my keyways. You know what I'm saying? It's love. Alright, now let's get some Valley history in case you missed the episode. Okay, back in
Y'all know what it is. Valley. A1. A1. Valley. You feel me? Shout out to the Valley, the San Fe. You know what I'm saying? The Valley, the A1, man. Shout out to the Valley, man. Y'all already know, man. Y'all see my area. I ain't gonna even show y'all. I ain't gonna show y'all because this is all my area. This whole thing. This whole thing. You feel me? Shout out to the V though.
the Front Street Watch Cribs, two reputable members end up moving to the Valley, the San Fernando Valley. They start going at it with the Paul rules. But another hood that came out there, from the South Central area, was the Kitchen Crips, the 87 Kitchens. They had started up. They
What?
had some Valley.
See, I never knew about them. I never knew. I never knew about the A7 kitchens. The Valley Fronts, of course. They're my G's right there. Shout out to the Valley Fronts. I done been over there in their hood all that couple times. You know what I'm saying? They know what's up. You feel me? Shout out to them, man. Good peoples. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? But the kitchens, nah. But they probably was, but I just never remember the kitchens being there. If you y'all know. In the V, all my valleys people.
Kitchens out there. They was, reputable as well as the Valley Front Streets. And, I wanted to make sure I give them their flowers, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause they was doing their thing out there too. Valley Kitchens, but they end up fading out.
Valley kitchens, huh?
Moving along. This another good one, bro. All right. As you know, in Inglewood, you got the Imperial Village Cribs on
Hmm.
115th of Crenshaw. Did you
IVC.
know they have slash had? I don't want to say whether it's extinct. I don't want to disrespect nobody hood, but I know for sure if it's not there now, it used to be a 6A IVC, or if it's not 68th Street, it's right up in that area. And they actually used to go at it with the Playboy Hustlers. Yes, sir. And they had a little friction with the coaches. I don't want to get into that. You feel me? Because that's a little private right there. But the IVCs had a hood in the by the Playboy Hustlers right there. And
Uh,
that's the episode. If you want me, let me know if you want that, because that's like an underground war right there. They was going at it for sure. Now let's bust a myth right now, okay? On one
okay.
of my older episodes, I spoke on something called the Rolling 150s. I guess they were supposed to be part of BPS, Black P Stones. They branched off and supposed to be in Gardena and call themselves Rolling 150s. I'm here
Man.
to tell you, bro, that's false. It's fake.
See, hey, bro, y'all gotta stop doing that, man. Nah. F that, man. Rolling 150 Bloods. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. That ain't nothing on the scene. That plenty ain't nothing on the scene, man. You feel me? Rolling 150 Bloods, you just creating some stuff up. Hey, man, y'all stay off the internet creating bull stuff up, man. Rolling 150 Bloods. What? Come on, man. Hey, who from Rolling 150 Bloods, though? I'm on you. I'm on all the Rolling 150s.
It's somebody on the internet trolling. It don't exist, bro. It do not exist, bro. They was supposed to come do an interview and come to find out it's some dudes playing on the internet, bro. The only BPS is the ones that's already established.
BPS.
Plain and simple. No disrespect to
Shout out to the BPSs too, though, man. Y'all go watch my video I did with the whitest blood. You feel me? Number.
Black Stones out there. All right, moving along. Let's get some East Coast Crip thing up in there, okay? As you know, it was a few East Coast Crip hoods that started, but didn't really, have as longevity as like, okay, the 6 packs and 5 9s, and But if you did though, it actually used to be a faux tray
Mm.
East Coast Crip, but it just didn't stick. As you know, it used to be a faux tray Avalons before. And I know, of course, y'all gonna want me to talk about the faux tray Hoovers, but you got 5 deuces that claim faux tray, to bring it back. You feel me? So
It's a five dude. Yeah. Okay. Five
I ain't
dudes.
finna get into all that, but you gotta give faux tray gangsters they props. They stood the test of time, huh?
Poultry gangsters. Poultry 4
But I got
Look.
speaking on the low bottoms, I got something to speak on that's gonna blow your mind a little bit. And I heard him speak on it. Did you know it used to be a 5.7 Avalon?
Wait. If I can remember correctly, Cartoon from Avalon started that. I remember what, if I can remember correctly, that's what Cartoon said. That he started the 5.7s. You feel me? And then he got locked up or something. But The 5'7" Avalons. It was a 5'7" Avalons that cartoon started. Well, Tony. His name Tony now. You feel me? He don't bang no more. He turned his life to God. But y'all go watch Tony content, great content, and y'all stay in, tap in.
Yes, sir. You got the 5 trays, the 40s, the 8.8, and 11.6. But did you know it actually used to be a 5'7" Avalon? And you know who started them? Your one and only brother Tony, aka Cartoon, formerly known as Cartoon.
What I just say? What I just say, y'all? Stop playing with me.
I was binge watching. Shot big homie. I was binge watching one of his episodes, and I was trying to find the episode. But I watched like every one of them, and he said it out his own mouth. Like he tried to start it up. You feel me? But he went to jail, and then it kind of faded out. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. All right. Yeah, I just got one more as far as the hoods go. When it comes to brims, there's a lot of brims that started up but didn't make it. But I think, and I mean a lot of them, you feel me? But I think the finite brims history needs to be noted, bro, because they actually started off in the land. Okay, and a lot of people may not know they eventually turned into the 6 deuce brims.
Oh
But
snap!
would later move out to San Diego and really expand the 5'9" identity. You know, and I always been interested in that because that's real cool. You know, a lot of people don't know that, but maybe one day we'll get into the brim thing. But yeah, that's gonna conclude the list. I was gonna bring up the 300 block, Palmer block. You feel me? But you know, I know some of the homies don't like. You know what I'm saying? My 2C homies don't really like. You know, speaking on certain things. It get real tricky. But let's speak on these YouTubers, bro.
What? Let's
Let's
speak on
let's
it.
let's 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 speak on it, bro. Let me speak on it, bro. Let's address the elephant in the room, bro. For everybody that say, "Hey, bro, why don't you go mess with no jumper, bro? Expand your channel, or why don't you do this? Why don't you speak on current event?" That's why, bro. These dudes on these platforms, homie. If you a street dude, bro, stop sitting down with squares, bro, and lame ass dudes, bro. They not from the streets. They not built like us, homie. They gon' tell. This dude, AK-47 or whatever his name is, bro. They say he posted in the blood on the internet, implicating dudes in bodies. Oh, this the dude right here. There's a picture of him. That other dude, Flock or whatever his name is, bro. They not real. These.
See that? And let me say this, man. And you know, basically talking about the Munchie B situation and all that situation with poetic and all that. And let me say this, man. If you gonna do content and vlog and stuff like that, at least make it real. At least try to come real. And then people want to implement people in certain stuff that's you don't even know if it's real or not or none, but you're gonna put it on the internet and that can get police on other people or do other things to other people and they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you just doing that for likes, clicks, and all this and all that. Man, that ain't nothing on the scene. That ain't nothing. That plenty ain't nothing on the scene, bro. I don't agree with that. Shout out to Munchie, man. You feel me? Shout out to all the people at No Jumper. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But poetic, come on, man. I don't agree with that, my G. You know what I'm saying? I know you got your whatever, your disdain for gang members and all this and all this and all this and all that. But come on, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll speak on the content. If it's out there, speak on it. But trying to implement people in certain stuff, You feel me? And unalivings and stuff like that is crazy, crazy, crazy work because you want to feel some type of way or whatever the case may be. But shout out to you too. But you know what it is though? We gonna end it right there. You already know. So y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all feel about that. How people be implementing people and all this and all that and murders and stuff just to get some stuff on, just to get some content. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all get in the comments, man. And get in the comments, man. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about the hoods that's, or the cliques, I should say, that's no longer there. You feel me? Or that used to be there. You feel me? Y'all know some of them peoples. You feel me? You already know, man. I love you all. We doing numbers, P. You feel me? If you something on the scene, you right here. If you nothing on the scene, you already know where you at.